Yo, what's going on, everybody? Heat fans everywhere. It's me, your host, MA, of course, of the Heat Blog Spot, bringing you another episode. In today's episode, we're going to recap the Christmas Day game against the Pelicans, which I got my present at least. I want a Heat win, and then I think Avery Bradley helped deliver that present. I mean, it was everything I wanted from Avery Bradley and more. So we'll talk into it. This is going to be a little bit more of an Avery Bradley thing, if anything, and it won't be too long. Thanks for joining me, guys. Thank you. All right. Anyways, real quick, guys, whatever you're doing, please hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that share. It's all good. I really do appreciate that. And if you can, please remember that we're having a raffle at 150 YouTube subscribers. Yes, a raffle for these Miami Heat sunglasses that are in my possession. They're brand new. That's why they're in the bag. You get these foldable Miami Heat sunglasses with this nice carrying case. And yes, you'll look fly just like this. Just like this. Right? Anyways. So, thanks for joining me, guys. I really do appreciate it. It's a Sunday night here in Tampa Bay. It's a little cold. Got the beanie on. But I wanted to take a minute to talk to you guys about how I felt about our first win of the year, which was a good win, honestly. It was a good team. You know, as much as I hate Brandon Ingram for taking away the Most Improved Player award from Bam Adebayo last year, I respect that team. That team's growing. Brandon Ingram will be a superstar one day. He's grown into a great all-star. Zion is a beast for his size. I mean, it's a monster, and they proved it with their games. Like, their stats were monster stats. For Brandon Ingram, 28 points, 3 assists, 2 rebounds, but 28 points, 4 out of 8 threes. I mean, that's pretty good. Zion had 32 points, 14 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. You know, again, solid big numbers. Like, that's you know, those are pretty much all-star numbers. So the Pelicans look like they're going to have 2 all-stars this year for sure, which is whatever. And they have a good supporting cast of Lonzo Ball, Steven Adams, Jackson Hayes, JJ Redick, Josh Hart. You know, I think this is a pretty solid team. And for us to come out with this win, especially when we got our butts spanked that first preseason game against them, it was a good showing out, you know. Now, I won't say it was all good because Jimmy Butler actually did not play the second half. Apparently, he's been dealing with right ankle stiffness. So it sounds like there's an injury in there. They don't want to say anything, and he's trying to play through it. But honestly, I'm a little concerned because this happened last game too, where he was limping and then he ended up playing anyways. And then this time the doctor said he shouldn't keep playing. He should just stay out the rest of the game. And we could have lost the game because when he came out, we weren't scoring very well or very efficiently. And thankfully, Avery Bradley came out and played tough-nosed defense. Duncan Robinson had a great shooting game. So it was a little bit of everything that really helped us win this game. But there's some concerns. You know, if Jimmy Butler's going to be good to go, thankfully our next game isn't until Tuesday against the Bucks. But still, concern. That's our motor, guys. If anything, the first 2 games of the season has shown that Jimmy Butler's our motor. Honestly, as much as Bam is our best player, Jimmy's the motor. You know, I'm starting to notice that. Jimmy really gets everything rolling. He is the heart. When he plays hard, everyone is playing the same pace as him. Everyone's on the same level as him. He pushes everyone up another level. So, he only played 16 minutes. He had 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal, 4 points. That just shows you how effective he was. You know, just how much he was trying to how hard he was trying to play, honestly, throughout his 16 minutes. So he was out there giving his all in that first half. We actually started Myers Leonard, which was, I did not see that coming, but I think Spo went with the safest thing he can do, which was start Myers Leonard, who started pretty much all the games last season, except the playoffs. Duncan Robinson, Jimmy Butler, Bam, and Tyler Hero. So Tyler Hero pretty much replaces Kendrick Nunn from our last year's starting lineup. But I liked it. Honestly, I think Myers Leonard was doing his best thing, which was shooting. And if you're going to go out there for 20 minutes and shoot and make space and be a nuisance, then I like it. Because he opens up the floor for everybody else. I think it allowed Bam to operate more. It allowed Jimmy to operate more. He was being fearless, shooting from long distance. He hit 3 of them, made 9, so he got 9 points. He used up most of his fouls. He had 5 fouls, but if that's what you're gonna do, and you know you can do it, then I don't mind. And I think I like that a lot. I think still, I don't know if it's gonna be a lock for the starting lineup. I can see Spo still trying to play with this, but we'll see. Duncan Robinson had a great game, 23 points, 7 3-pointers, got the most threes in a Christmas Day game, tied it actually. So 5 rebounds. He was shooting fearless. He honestly looked like a better version of himself, like not double thinking, just letting it fly. Let's go. And I loved every minute of it. Bam doing Bam things. 17 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, 1 block. I mean, you can't ask for much more. Of course, the rebounding is a little concerning, but, we'll see. Honestly, the whole team has not been rebounding very well this whole 2 games of our season. We've been overwhelmed on rebounding. I think we lost a rebound battle this game by 10. Let's see, 52-43, so by 9 rebounds. And that's a good team rebounding. You got Steven Adams, you got Ingram, and you got Zion. So Zion was bullying us a lot of times, especially on the rebounding game. He was a very big bully. Tyler Hero, who started at point guard, did not have a great game, in my opinion. He was 3 of 10 shooting, 2 of 4 from three-point land, 3 of 3 from the free throw line, ends up with 11 points, 3 assists, 2 rebounds, 1 steal. I think he's still trying to find his footing, trying to figure out how he should operate when, who next to him. I think also Spo's trying to figure that out for him. So he's not terrible, though. I think he's creating space and he's hitting the shots when he needs to, but he's not being very efficient right now, so we got to fix that. Coming off the bench, Precious did a great job, 19 minutes. He got 11 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. Used up every foul, got fouled out, but he is really becoming a good player for us. Like he's setting screens, cutting, he's bringing a lot of versatility on defense. The same thing that Bam does when he's in the starting lineup, Precious is able to do on the defensive end, and that's really, really helping us. I think that's going to be a key part for us. And because of that, Kelly Olynyk didn't even play, and I was loving KO in the first game. So pretty much Myers Leonard gets the KO minutes, and Precious keeps getting his minutes. So, I could see KO be the odd man out, honestly, unless there's an injury coming up soon, which Jimmy Butler might not be playing. But I don't think KO is going to get the benefit of the doubt in those minutes. Mo Harkless actually was the one that benefited from those minutes. He got 9 minutes in the second half, coming in for Jimmy pretty much, and 2 rebounds. Yeah, I think Mo's still trying to figure this out, and I don't know if he's going to be able to soon enough to be able to make a name in the lineup, but he has to figure it out because if Jimmy does miss time extensively, we need this guy to be ready. So I'm hoping Mo Harkless can get on the same page. Of course, Goran Dragic played 27 minutes. He goes off, getting 18 points, 9 assists, 4 steals, continuing his streak of making me regret not getting him on my fantasy team. Thanks, Dragic. Thank you a lot for that. And Iggy comes out of the bench, 26 minutes, 2 of 5 shooting, 6 points. That was 2 of 5 from three-point land, which those are pretty key three-pointers we need at those moments. 7 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal. Very, very efficient game, I think, from Iguodala. And I think that's what I'm saying. Like, he's a smart player, veteran. He's going to do what he can to help this team no matter what. Either it's scoring, defense, passing, whatever the case may be. I love Iggy. And this is another reason why now, going to the player of the game for me, Avery Bradley, 28 minutes, 12 points, 4 of 7 shooting, 2 of 5 from 3, 2 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals. Now, the odd man out, everyone can notice, is Kendrick Nunn did not play. And it's because of this man, Avery Bradley. This guy did everything I wanted him to do on offense, was just pick and choose his spots and hit the shots when you can. He hit most of them and was very aggressive when he had to be. But on defense, wow. That's Miami Heat defense. One-on-one defense, perfect. Moving his feet, sliding, creating havoc, playing great team defense. I'm sure he was being very vocal. Can't really hear sometimes because of the can audience and crowd noise, but Avery Bradley was a factor on defense, and it's beautiful to watch. He's perfect for our defensive scheme, and he's perfect for our guard scheme. If we're going to have Jimmy, Avery, Goran, and Tyler Hero, Avery Bradley's going to earn minutes with that group just because he's the best defensive player out next to Jimmy. That's a death lineup. Defensively, we have Jimmy and Avery Bradley in the backcourt. Ooh, that's tough to score on. One-on-one defense, they don't have to switch very much, and when you do switch, you don't have to worry too much. Yep. Yep, Avery Bradley, guys. I told you guys that Avery Bradley was going to be a key free agent signing. I mean, it was smart. This guy has great experience with great teams, Celtics teams. He was at the last year Lakers team. He's played with other great players. He's played against other great players in key moments, and so he knows how to play. I am not worried about this guy, and that's why I wanted his first game to be great, because now we all know that this signing of Avery Bradley was perfect, and it was just perfect, guys. I mean, this is the main thing I want to talk about. Like, this opens up trades. You know, do we think we could trade Kendrick Nunn now? Maybe we could flip Kendrick Nunn for something with a pick and get another key piece. Obviously, we don't know who to start next to Bam. Myers Leonard was great. You know, he did enough for tonight, but I don't think he's perfect, and I don't think he's the answer long term. Again, guys, in the bubble, in the playoffs, he didn't play last year. He didn't start, at least. We didn't start at all. So there's a reason why. Because when the game slows down, he's not really that much of a factor. So we still need to find someone next to Bam that can be effective. Unfortunately, Precious is just a rookie. He's not there yet. I don't know if he's going to be there yet this season at all, but he's not there yet. We tried Mo Harkless. I really don't think he's the answer. He's not a Jay Crowder. I'm starting to notice his body is just not the same. He doesn't take the same beating, and I don't know if he's going to be able to catch up to our scheme right now. I can see it. He's just having a hard time catching our scheme and trying to figure out how to fit in it. So hopefully I'm wrong, though. I'm hoping I'm wrong, and then he can ease all our pain. But we'll see. But you know, this guy Avery Bradley, guys, I think he could be the key person in our run to the finals again. I mean, he's going to be in the playoffs. He's going to be very important in deep fourth quarter minutes and stretch situations when we need the most level-headed people in the game. I think Avery Bradley will probably be there most of the time, and it could be a lineup of Avery, Goran, Jimmy, Duncan, and Bam. You know, and I think that's pretty good. I don't know if you think rebounding is going to be bad, but I think it brings overall a great thing. Scoring, spreading out, defense. Let's go. Yeah, should be good. So moving forward, let's see. I want to name some things about the stats and the teams, though. Like, we didn't play that. We're still not playing great. I mean, we shot 50%, which is good, but we didn't shoot as many shots as the Pelicans. They shot 3 more shots than us. Concerns me a little bit. We shot great at three. We shot enough 3-pointers, and we made enough. And it was a very good night from 3-point line for us. But as we know, it's not always like that. And a big reason that if we had good numbers is because of Duncan Robinson. So I don't know how much to read into that because of Duncan, because he skews our numbers a lot. One thing we're not being is very aggressive. We're not getting to the line very much. You know, it could be Jimmy, you know, with his ankle not attacking the basket as much, which he's not. But the last 2 games, the other team has shot way more free throws than us. Today, in this game, the Pelicans shot 33 free throws. We only had 23 free throws. Luckily, they missed a good chunk of them, while we only missed a few. So that helped us out, but that's cause for concern, guys. We need to go to the line. If we want to be a team that's very effective, we need to be able to go to the line very consistently like we did last year. And I think that's another reason why we got so far to the finals, because we're always going to the free throw line at a high rate. We need to do that again, I believe, especially in our scheme. We definitely have to go to the free throw line. Rebounding, like I said before, 52 to 43. We got to do a better job. Hopefully, as a team, they start doing a better job, because I think as a team is what's the problem. We just, as a team, not playing very well on the rebounding game. Assist, we're doing great in assists because of our offense. It's like a triangle moving motion offense. So the ball's moving around, everyone's touching it, everyone's feeling it, so it's really, really good. And then for steals and blocks, we do our thing. Turnovers wasn't that bad this game. We only had 17, they had 19. We had more fast break points. You know, we had the same amount of points in the paint, so it wasn't the big things. That was free throw line and rebounding. Like, those are big key things for winning a basketball game. Rebounding especially. Most of the time, the team who wins the rebounding game wins the game. So that's huge. most of the time, teams who shoot the most free throws win the game, which is huge because, I mean, we won by a good amount, but if they would have made most of their free throws, the game would have been closer at times, and they probably could have taken the lead. So these are things we got to think about, and hopefully the Heat are working on to make sure we get to the free throw line more. I think Duncan Robinson could be a great free throw shooter. He is a great free throw shooter, but I think he can be a great player to get to the free throw line because he's so effective at shooting threes. He can get off the dribble, pump fake, attack the basket, but he has to attack it strong. He can't be attacking it weak and thinking he's going to pass first, hit the layup second. He has to go, I'm going to hit the layup first, pass second. So if he can start doing that, I think Duncan Robinson could be a great guy going to the free throw line. Tyler Hero, I think he's figuring that part out, so I'm not too worried about him. Same with Bam. But I think Duncan's next thing, too, is learning how to get to the free throw line more consistently. But yeah, that's pretty much the game in a nutshell, guys. Tuesday is the next game against the Bucks. See you guys then, and y'all be good. Let me know what you guys thought about the game. It was a good Christmas game. You know, did you miss not having Christmas jerseys? I didn't really. I actually enjoyed just watching us with our regular jerseys. I didn't think we needed to do a Christmas jersey myself, but you know, I mean, sometimes people miss that stuff. So let me know what you guys think, and yeah. Any other questions, hit me up. Peace, guys. Have a great rest of your day. Be cool. Be good to each other. Deuces.